Hey everybody, today we're having a clam bake with Greg at Ballistic BBQ on the Cooking Everything Outdoors show.
The Cooking Everything Outdoors show is sponsored by Camp Chef at OutdoorCooking.com and IslandGrillstone.com.
So let me tell you how we got going with this crazy idea of doing a clam bake without a beach. Now, as you know, I'm a partner with Klondike Brands and they asked me to do a clam bake, and I was really kind of clueless on how to pull this out. And I got to talking with my buddy Greg, and we really kind of figured out a way to do this in the backyard in a Weber Kettle. And we went out shopping for a few ingredients this morning, and Greg actually found seaweed for us, and we didn't have to go out swimming for it, which is really cool.
We have kelp offshore here, but we're actually using dehydrated seaweed.
Yeah, which we found, and it rehydrates really quickly. And the ingredients were a no-brainer. We went to the fish markets and we picked up some clams and some mussels. And this seaweed rehydrates really fantastically.
Oh yes, and it's actually pretty tasty.
Yeah, pretty tasty stuff. And we've got some lemons, of course, some fresh herbs, some oregano and thyme, some garlic, and Klondike rose potatoes, which are going to be a key element of this recipe. Some corn. Greg found obviously some onions, and then this was
smoked kielbasa.
Smoked kielbasa. And we're going to put all this together, and we're going to build it just like a traditional clam bake.
And what New England clam bake wouldn't be complete without Maine lobsters,
Maine lobsters. Look at these. Yeah, this is going to be an incredible feast that you're going to be part of, and we're going to show you step by step how we go through it. Right here at Greg from Ballistic BBQ's place. Very cool.
The whole idea of this video is bringing the beach home. So we have the Weber here. This is the hole in the beach. What we have is a nice bed of hot coal going on, and we're going to lay some rock down. Any size rock will work as long as it doesn't fall through the charcoal grate. Lay the rock down on top of this charcoal here, this burning charcoal. We want to get this rock nice and hot.
And that is hot.
Next step is going to be laying another bed of hot charcoal on top of this rock. These rocks are hot, and Gary and I have noticed something I think we need to mention. Yeah. They're popping. A lot of these rocks are kind of fracturing on us, so no problem. Just be aware of it. Be safe. We're kind of standing back.
Don't put your head in the barbecue. And it's mainly the small ones.
Yes,
right?
Just the small ones.
Think big when you're finding rocks.
And once we get this covered with another base of charcoal, the risk is going to be minimized dramatically. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and dump this down, Gary, if you're cool with that.
Yep.
All right, so Gary went ahead and spread the charcoal evenly over the rocks. I'm going to go ahead and dump some lump charcoal on top of this burning charcoal. What we're looking for is the briquettes to actually burn out. Again, they're superheating, saturating the rock with heat. The cooking source is actually going to be the radiant heat of the rocks and also the heat from this lump charcoal, which is going to provide some really good smoky flavor.
Yeah. We're going to put our seaweed directly on top of the lump charcoal, then our food, then some more seaweed. We're going to close it up and cook it. So what you want to do is preheat this. We're going to probably let it go for about 30 minutes. Let that charcoal burn down so we have a really nice hot base to work with. Okay, so now what we've done is we've layered our charcoal, we layered our rock, we layered our charcoal, then we put some lump on top. And the thought process behind that is that we want to superheat our rock up to about 400 to 450 degrees. And the ash from the regular charcoal is going to filter through and come out the bottom. And then we'll have a relatively nice layer of lump charcoal on the top. And now we're going to put a layer of our seaweed on there. That's going to be the bed for our vegetables.
We're going to have a little steam bath here. Not that bad.
Not bad, good. And then we just want enough of a layer on here that we are going to be able to set our food on.
You smell it?
Okay.
Smell that brine?
Oh, it's just, yeah. You can't not but love this smell. All right. So I think we're ready to get some grub on there.
Just going to kind of alternate nice even amounts of veggies.
Corn, onion, we have garlic, a head of garlic, we've got the Klondike rose potatoes. There's some of our sausage in there we're going to put in.
It's just really, I mean, this is the type of kind of culinary alchemy I dig on.
Then we're going to sprinkle our fresh herbs around, our thyme and oregano.
He says herbs, I say herbs. Are you Euro?
I mean, I can be. I'm willing to learn. And let's just put a couple of these.
Okay.
Just for some
aesthetics.
flavors. There we go. Now we need to put our friends on.
And I have to tell you guys, Gary and I dispatched these painlessly and humanely. Very quickly. Treat these guys with respect. Any movement you see here is just because of the heat, not because they're no longer with us.
Wow.
This looks awesome. This is one of these cooks I'm very excited about.
Yep.
When we were talking about it over the phone, it was like, wow. I love it when a plan comes together.
Sure.
We have more lemon. We can.
Okay, so now we're going to put another layer of our seaweed on top of this. So one other thing that we're going to do is we're going to put a couple eggs on top of this.
Let me go grab the eggs.
And the reason we're going to do that is that the egg is going to cook, and when the egg is hard boiled, then we're going to know that most of our seafood, not most of, all of our seafood should be about done. That can take anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes. We'll just put those right on the top. Our sacrificial eggs. We're going to cover it up with our vents just partially opened. We want to maintain our heat as best we can around the 400 to 450 mark, and we're just going to go and I think have something to drink.
All right guys, this is smelling good and we are ready to eat. So what we did was we checked the egg for doneness. 20 minutes, it was more like a kind of a soft boiled egg. 40 minutes, it still wasn't quite there. We're at 50 minutes now, and we're pretty sure we're ready to eat. The clams are looking good. They're just starting to open, which is pretty much close to perfect.
Well, now, as you all know, if your mussel or clam hasn't opened up, right, you do not want to eat this one. So make sure you're safe on that.
He's fired.
And look at that color, Greg. Is that?
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's absolutely beautiful. And these potatoes. Oh yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Those are just ready to go.
Wow, and I love the color of the flesh, that kind of gold color.
It's so creamy and soft.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to plate this up.
Let's plate it up.
You know, I think that our Klondike Brands Clam Bake with the Klondike rose potatoes turned out absolutely flawless. And I couldn't be more proud to have experienced this with you, man. It
was my pleasure.
Fantastic.
Anytime.
Absolutely.
You got an open invitation.
Thank you very much. And
can we have lunch now?
Let's take a bite.
I'm ready. A little bit of butter.
We need napkins.
I usually have them on. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm like seriously happy.
Let's try one of these potatoes. These are you mentioned, you said they're like cream, very
really,
creamy.
Really good. Yeah. And that's it. I guess I'm out of here. I want to personally thank Greg for letting me come down here and doing this with him, because it just, you know, it's kind of like a dream come true. It's just been fantastic. We've been wanting to do this for a long time.
It was fun.
And I will see you when I see you.